sandals on the way I'm sliding up. I won't join no gang cause I speak truth and I ain't slime enough. I can't kill my brothers, we the same, it's just not adding up. Esau he a killer, genocide he keeps attracting us. Most I say be fruitful, multiply so we be adding up. Compare his seed to the sand of the sea, we deep so you can't add us up. My people they got hate inside they heart, they wanna paint us up. Grew up in a red zone, blood tears, I see red flags on us. This world be killing me with lies the way they capping on me. Like these publicans, they coons and seeing the way they taxing on me. Prove what you say, the evidence, show me the facts, lil' homie. Don't hold your tongue, just bring it out, what's on your mind, lil' brody? Riding on 4 Giottos, bougie, how we sip Moscato. Feast days of the Lord, champagne be rainy poncho. Salvation of the Lord's people, come on, we need that pronto. Wisdom, yes it bring riches like we just won the lotto. Keep these commandments in the faith, my brother, that's the motto. Most high humble you quick, boy, if you think you macho. Israel we poor, but we rich in spirit.
Like WFIdetroit, where we all in this thing together, man, through the spirit. Right, so I want to kick it off with Psalms 119, verse 111, right? And you give me Sirach 45 and 1, right? Bring this up.
11. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 111. Thy testimonies have I taken as an heritage forever.
Right, so the Lord said these testimonies, the things written in this Bible, has he put it in here, right? Or put it in this one. So like, he said, has he taken for a heritage forever? So the things, the testimonies in this Bible, this is our heritage, meaning it's our culture. What's going on, sisters? Come talk to us. I got something important to show y'all, real quick. Right, so the Lord said, these testimonies have I taken, it's like these testimonies have I taken for a heritage forever. Right, read.
For they are the rejoicing of my heart.
Right, give me Numbers 12 and 3, right? Bring this up.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 45 and verse 1. And he brought out of him a merciful man.
See, he brought out of him a merciful man, right, read?
Which found favor in the sight of all flesh. Even Moses, beloved of God and men, whose memorial is blessed.
Right, so that's Moses. That's our forefather right there. He was beloved of the Most High. Just like the Lord called Abraham his friend. Right, Moses was beloved of the Lord. Why was Moses beloved of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah? Right, because he was the strongest man, the most mightiest man. He knew all the precepts and wisdom. No, we gonna show you why he was loved. Right, bring this up.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 12 and verse 3. Now the man Moses was very meek.
He was what?
Was very meek.
He was very meek, meaning humble. He had humility. That's the spirit that Moses moved in. He was a meek, humble brother. Right, and the Lord said he beloved that, man. He was above everyone else. He was chosen to deliver Israel out of captivity, to be the savior due to his meekness and his humility. Right, he didn't even want to speak. He said, I'm dumb. I can't speak to Pharaoh. I got uncircumcised lips. That's what he said, right, Rick?
Above all the men which were upon the face of the earth.
Right, so he was above all the men due to his meekness and his humility. Right, so like the brother was going into earlier, man, you gotta kick that pride to the side, man. Right, the Lord is dealing with the meek men on the earth. Give me Psalm chapter 149 and verse 4, and you give me Psalm 76 and verse 8. Right, the Lord is dealing with the Slakia. You give me Matthew 5 and 5, right? Bring it out.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse.
Real quick, we got something important to show you, sis. Right, bring it up. 149 and 4. Yeah.
This Psalms 149 and verse 4. Bring it out. For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people.
Hey, what's going on, brother? Brother, come check this out real quick, bro. Big bro, come check this out real quick. I want to show you something real quick, bro. Come check this out. Right? Come check this out, big bro. Right, come check this out, big bro. Where that sign at? See the boys here. Right, come check this out, big bro. We family, big bro. We just running a survey. Just stay right here. I want you to look at something real quick. I want to know y'all opinion on it, all right? Check this out. Take a look at this. What y'all think when y'all look at that picture right there? What y'all think about that? You said what? You don't know? I see the cross. What's your religious background? You grew up Christian? Right, so you go to like church every Sunday or just on Easter? You don't go that much. Why not? Why you stop going to church? You be honest with us, we family. Right? Like, when the last time you been to church? I asked that. Last year? Alright. What did you learn? What did you learn when you went? Like, what was the pastor going into? Was he like opening up the Bible and reading some stuff? What did he read? Like, what did you learn? I can't remember. Well, we called y'all up here because we got something very, very important to show y'all. Something y'all never heard before. Y'all ready?
That's right.
Y'all ready? Y'all never heard this before. Get Deuteronomy 28:68. Right, check this out. Something y'all never heard before. Right, check this out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so the Lord is talking to a group of people, right? He's saying y'all gonna go into Egypt again. But when you actually read the Bible, Egypt has a biblical meaning. Right, give me 2nd Esdras 1:7 real quick. 2nd Esdras 1:7 real quick. We're gonna show y'all what Egypt means, and we're gonna go back to this. Right, put the pieces of the puzzle together. Right, we're gonna break this down layer by layer, and we're gonna get some understanding of what this is talking about. Bring it up.
It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Right.
Am not I, even he, that brought them out of the land of Egypt,
Out of Egypt, right?
from the house of bondage.
From the house of bondage. So Egypt is the house of bondage.
That's right.
Right, it means slave, because the Israelites was actually slaves in Egypt. Right, now check this out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord said you're going to go into Egypt again. He's talking to a group of people. Y'all going to go to Egypt, slavery again, read?
With ships.
With ships. Right, keep reading.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, he said you're not going to see your homeland again. Keep reading.
And there ye,
And there, right, in Egypt, right, this new place you're going to go to bondage, right?
ye shall be sold unto your enemies
You're going to get sold off of the ship, right, read?
for bond men
Right.
and bond women,
Slave men and slave women, right?
and no man shall buy you.
Nobody go buy you. So the Lord is talking to a group of people. He's saying y'all gonna go to slavery with ships and y'all not gonna see your homeland. Right? It's a little bit more to that, right? Get Joel 3 and 6. Right, bring it up.
Joel, chapter 3 and verse 6.
Right.
The children also of Judah
Right.
and the children of Jerusalem.
Hold on, that's the Israelites, right? That's God's chosen people.
That's right.
The Jews and Israelites, right? What the Bible say about?
It says the children also of Judah
Right.
and the children of Jerusalem.
Right.
Have ye sold?
Have you what?
Have ye sold?
Right, here we go again, sold. So now we identifying that group of people that went to slavery on ship. It's the Jews and Israelites. He said, have ye sold, right?
Have ye sold into the Grecians?
The Grecians. That's actually the Greeks. Now the Greeks are white people, correct? Y'all would agree with that? Right, so the Lord said the Jews would get sold off of ships to white people. Now let's actually get a description of a known Jew, Jesus Christ, right? Like this image. We're gonna get a description of these people. So far y'all following, they went to the Jews and Israelites went to slavery on ships. It was sold to white people and they didn't see their homeland. So let's see what else, let's see a description of these people, the Jews, right? Bring it up. Revelation 1 and 13.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 13.
Right?
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
That's Jesus Christ, the Son of Man, a Jew, right? Read.
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
Long ancient garment on, right? That's what they used to wear, right? They didn't wear, tees and, they had garments on, right, Reed?
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Solid gold belt on, right, Reed?
His head and his hairs were white like wool,
He had woolly hair, like a sheep, right? Like an afro. So Jesus had an afro, right, Reed?
as white as snow,
Right.
and his eyes were as a flame of fire,
Right.
and his feet like unto fine brass,
Brown feet, right, Reed?
as if they burned in a furnace.
So Christ was so dark, it looked like he was burned in a furnace. So if we just recap everything, you got a dark race of people with afros, the Jews. They went to slavery on ships, right? And it was sold to white people. Now we got one last one. Check this out. Get Acts 13 to 1.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Right.
And it reads, Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
Barnabas and Simeon, those are different prophets of the Bible. These are different Jews and Israelites. Right, let's see what they was called back in the Roman captivity.
As Barnabas and Simeon, that was called nigger.
That was what?
That was called nigger.
So hold on. So you got the Jews and Israelites, dark race of people. They got afros. They went to slavery on ships, sold to white people, and it was called nigger. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? You said black people, right? But we talking about the Jews and Israelites in the Bible. So wouldn't that make us the people it's talking about?
That's right.
Right, so we the Jews and Israelites. We're actually the people of the Bible. Have y'all ever heard that before? Like that we the Jews, that they was called nigger and everything in the Bible. Y'all heard that before? Well, I told y'all, I'll tell y'all something y'all never heard before. Didn't I start out saying that? I told y'all. So I mean, we reading the Bible. Check this out, right? This is the Holy Bible, right? We not making it. We didn't write this yesterday, right? So y'all gotta understand, we the Jews and Israelites. We actually the people of the Bible. So when I asked y'all what y'all thought about this sign, you understand this the image that they called Jesus Christ. But we threw the horns on there because double Diablo just means deceiver. And this is a false image. Because we just read that Christ was a dark-skinned man with an afro. Didn't we just read that out the Bible? So who is this man? That's what you call an imposter, right? A fake, a fraud, a phony. He's an actual man. His name is Cesare Borgia, right? This is an actual man, right? He was a homosexual, a rapist, and a murderer. This man, Cesare Borgia, right? You can actually look him up. There's books on this guy. He's the son of the 6th Pope, right? So we got to actually come to the understanding that this Bible is actually our book. That's right. It's our history book. We the Jews and Israelites. That's who we actually are. Y'all ever wonder, wait a minute, before slavery, before we came to America, what was our customs? Who was we? Who was our God? What did we eat? What did we dress like? Did we just swing from vines naked in Africa and we needed the white man to civilize us? Is that where we come from? No. We actually come from royalty. We got a heritage. Right? Get 2 Chronicles chapter 32 and 27. Right? We gonna show y'all we got heritage in the Bible. Get 2 Chronicles 9 and 22. We actually got a real history. Right? And you give me Song of Solomon chapter 1 and 5. Right? 32 and 27. Check this out. Check this out. This is our heritage right here. This what we gotta deal with. Right? Check this out.
This 2 Chronicles chapter 32 and verse 27. And
Hezekiah, he was a Judite. He was an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. The same tribe y'all will be from. Because y'all Israelites from the tribe of Judah. That's right. Israel is just a man named Israel that had 12 sons. That's the people on this sign. Those sons had sons that had more sons, that had sons that went to slavery, that had your granddad, that had your dad, that had you. That makes sense? So that's where we come from. We come from a man named Israel. We're the Israelites. Right, read?
And Hezekiah had exceeding much riches.
Yeah, what?
Exceeding much riches.
He was naked in Africa.
Exceeding much riches.
Hezekiah had riches, man. Hezekiah was a rich, mighty king in Israel. We was going to war with the Syrians, like fighting off the Assyrians, like taking down the Edomites, putting them in slavery. We got a mighty history. You just got to open your history book, the Bible, right, Rick?
In honor. And he made himself treasuries for silver and for gold and for precious stones.
Yeah, precious stones and silver and gold. This is the king of Israel, Hezekiah. You can name 3 presidents, but can you name 3 kings of Israel? Can you name 5 prophets? That's our real fort. Why we know about this land? Why you know about Washington, D.C. and the history of Montgomery, Alabama, but you don't know about Hebron? Why you don't know about, where the temple was established? You don't know anything about your history. But we know all about what the white man told us, man. We came here as slaves, and that's it. Right? That's all they tell us. Right? But it's deeper than that, right? Check this out.
It's the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 9 and verse 22, and it reads, And King Solomon,
y'all heard that name before, King Solomon? Right, check it out.
And King Solomon passed all the kings of the earth in riches and wisdom.
So King Solomon had all the riches and wisdom of the earth. Now let's see what Solomon's book, see how he described himself in the Bible. Bring it up.
Book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 5. I am black.
What is Solomon?
I am black, but comely.
I'm black but beautiful, man. That's what Solomon is. I'm black but beautiful. But hold on, the Lord has said that Solomon had all the riches and wisdom above every king. Have they ever told y'all that King Solomon was a black man? He had all the wealth, all the riches and wisdom. Nations was coming to him to get wisdom, right? It's not the other way around. So we got to come back to that heritage. We got to come back to who we are, right? Bring this up.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Check this out. This is describing Solomon. So we know he's a black man. Obviously, he's a Jew, an Israelite. Let's describe his attire and how he was walking around, looking. Right, Reed?
Verse 10. Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels.
Your cheeks are comely with rows of jewels. Where the picture at? Now you check this picture out. You got that's ASAP Rocky. He got the grill in his mouth. He got the jewels in his mouth. That's King Solomon. His cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, right, Reed?
Thy neck with chains of gold.
So he had chains of gold on, right? He had a grill shining in his mouth. I mean, who that sound like, man? A dark-skinned man, grill in his mouth, chains, eating off all gold, wealthy. I mean, that's a so-called black man.
That's
but
right.
He's a Jew, an Israelite. And so are you too. So is this brother, that brother. We all Israelites according to the Bible. This is our heritage in this Bible, right? This is what I want. Verse 7. Now, how do we go from that high estate to getting brought low? How do we go from kings, princes, and priests and prophets to alligator bait, right? How do we go from that to hit the nigger baby, to being sold off of ships? How did that happen? How did it go from that to Emmett Till? How do we have gold, riches, and wealth, and now we got nothing? Right, we gonna show y'all in the Bible, right? Bring this up.
This Job chapter 36 and verse 7. He withdraweth not his eyes from the righteous.
He said he don't withdraw his eyes from the righteous. He's looking upon the righteous men on the earth. Right, read?
But with kings are they on the throne.
Right. His eyes are with the kings on the throne. King Solomon was a righteous king. Right? Hezekiah was a righteous king. Right, read?
Yea, he don't establish them forever.
Establish them forever. When they righteous. Right? But keep reading.
And they are exalted. And if they be bound in fetters.
And if they be what?
Bound in fetters.
Wasn't we bound in fetters? Didn't we have chains around our neck? The Lord said if these kings are bound in feathers, right, read?
And be holden in cords of affliction,
Right.
then he sheweth them their work,
Right.
and their transgressions that they have exceeded.
Hold on. The Lord is saying if you see these kings that I once exalted and had them high, if you see them in chains and fetters, that's because they transgression exceeded. Right? A transgression is a sin. That's when you break the commandments of God. The Lord made a covenant with it. Give me that Deuteronomy 11 and 26. The Lord made a covenant and an agreement with us back in the wilderness. He said if you keep the commandments, you'll be blessed. If not, you're going to be cursed. Right? Check this out.
Deuteronomy chapter 11 and verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day
Right? He said, I'm set before you this day, right?
a blessing and a curse.
Blessing and a curse. Right, read?
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your God, which I command you this day, and a curse if ye will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
Right, so do you think we live in blessed or cursed as a nation of people, the blacks and Hispanics? We live in curse. So that means we not following the commandments because we getting cursed. So the thing is, we have to dig back into our history book, and understand what commandments did we break to make the Lord so angry. What did we do? Right? Y'all celebrate Christmas? That's what y'all did. Y'all eat pork? That's what y'all did. Any of y'all smoke weed, cigarettes? All praises. But do y'all celebrate y'all birthday? Do y'all acknowledge the zodiac signs? Right? The birthdays, the Christmas, the pork, shrimp, crab, lobster. That's what got our backs beat in. That's what got us hung. That's a punishment from the Lord. Because we just read the Lord sent them to slavery on ships. Why did he do that? Because they didn't follow the rules.
That's right.
Because he our father. Right? I'm a father. I tell my son, hey, you can't kind of touch the stove or, or else, man. He touched the stove, I'm going to spank him. The Lord said, look, I don't want you dealing with Asheroth. I don't want you dealing with the false gods, or I'm going to put you on slavery on ships. Right. And what happened? Did we go to slavery on ships? That happened, right? So we didn't listen, man. So it's time we turn our ear back to the Lord. Y'all got to pick this book up and understand this is our book. It's not a white man's book. When you open this Bible, it's not this guy. It's not Christianity. When did a Christian pastor ever open this up and say, look, we the Jews. We showed y'all that in 4 verses. How long you been a Christian? Your whole life? You never heard these 4 verses ever? That's Revelation, the 1st chapter, describe Christ. And y'all kind of look confused, like, oh, I don't know about that. So the pastor never showed you that? The 1st chapter, 3 verses. He never showed you that. Y'all don't think that's a problem? Now be honest, why haven't you been to church? Is it because you feel a certain way? Is it because you feel a certain way, ain't it? Now why you feel that way about the church, bro? You can talk to us, man. You see, we here with you, man. We reading the Bible. And we understand there's something wrong with Christianity. I want to know where you coming from, where you stand with it. You said what? You ain't, like what? Name one of the things you didn't agree with. I mean, I know it's a lot, man. Like a lot of that stuff, it get weird. Like they said, like Christ, like was born out of nothing in thin air. Do you believe that? You don't believe that, right? Let's see what the Bible say. Get Romans 1 and 3. The Bible don't say that. You see, everything that the Christianity church teaches is opposite of what the Bible actually says.
That's right.
We just never opened it. It said the angel came down and kind of committed adultery and got Mary pregnant. That's a man. I mean, hold on. I thought that was a man's patrol. How the hell an angel get her pregnant? That doesn't even make sense logically. It said the snake was talking, and then it was an apple, and so you mean to tell me he ate an apple, a fruit, and all humanity is doomed? Is that really what it's talking about? No. Madness. Right? That's why you know they gotta understand this Bible. Right? Check this out. Bring this up.
As is or with the Lord's name.
You read it.
Concerning his son, Jesus Christ, our Lord, which was made of the seed of David.
It was made of the seed of David. Tell me why that word seed in Greek is sperma. So Christ was made of the sperm of David. I mean, so how on earth was he made out of nothing or immaculate conception? That's what you call a doctrine of man. That's not biblical. That's made up. It's a philosophy. So a lot of that stuff that you probably was hearing in church, like, oh, this ain't really sitting right. I gotta get up out of here. They dancing and singing and falling out. What this got to do with God? Once you actually step before the words of the Lord and get the understanding, your eyes began to get awakened. That's why you gotta come talk to. You gotta deal with this, brother. You gotta get brothers' contact information. You gotta stay in this thing so you can learn, get built up, and teach your woman, teach your children. And now you rising them up to be righteous children, man. Right now you got a righteous household. Y'all keeping the commandments, following your customs, not celebrating Christmas but celebrating Purim, not celebrating Thanksgiving but celebrating the Pentecost. Not worrying about 4th of July because you got the new moon coming up. You're going to really turn up in righteousness. And guess what? You know why you turning up. You don't know why you celebrate Christmas. It's just something we do. But I can explain the history, the dates, find the book, the account to show why we celebrate Purim. It's about the destruction of our enemies. Show you about destruction in Nicanor. Show you about Feast of Dedication, Passover. We know every symbolism of everything we celebrate because it's our history in our book. Now the brother got a verse he want to read for y'all. Check it out.
The book of St. John chapter 6 verse 42. And they said, is not this Jesus, the son of Joseph, whose father and mother we know?
You heard that? He said this is the son of Joseph, his father and mother we know. That's what the Jews were saying about Christ, right? Read.
How is it then that he saith, I came down from heaven?
See that? So they say, hey, we know this man, father and mother. They ain't say, oh, that's his stepdad. That's the man who... No, they like, well, we know his mom and dad, man. Joseph. Right? So I got to ask y'all again, what is y'all race according to the Bible? Are we black people or are we Jews and Israelites? You got A and B. B, we Jews and Israelites. Clap it up for them, man. Right, y'all got to give me 3 things y'all learned so far. 3 things y'all learned. Y'all can put y'all heads together and figure it out.
Basically that we put ourselves in this situation.
We put ourselves in this situation. That's very important.
The church be lying.
The church be lying, right? You said, yeah, Jesus was from the seed of David. See that? You just learned that, man. All praises, man. You just learned that stuff is false. Now, what questions you had about the Bible? While we right here, we got your attention, we got your time. You might as well, whatever questions you had, whatever a contradiction you may have thought was in the Bible, whatever confused you, you might as well ask them into the Lord, because Lord willing, we'll give you that answer, big bro. Lord willing. Right? If we got the answer, we'll give it to you. Anything y'all can think of that y'all want to ask about the Bible. Any question? What y'all got? I know it's a lot of information to take in right now. It's like, damn, wait, this is crazy. You mean to tell me, you know what I mean? So what questions y'all got? Y'all ain't got no questions, just soaking it in? Can I show y'all what our forefathers ate before y'all go? I want to show y'all the actual diet that they indulged in. Because they didn't just eat anything. You know, like the Chinese man, he got his own diet, right? The white man got his own diet. What's our diet? Is it just fried chicken and chitlins and pork? I mean, we gotta find out our diet. So give me 1 Kings 1 and 25. We gonna show you how the kings and the mighty men of the Lord was eating. All right, we gonna see how they was getting it in.
This is the book of 1 Kings, chapter 1 and verse 25. For he is gone down this day and have slain oxen.
Oxen, y'all ever had oxtail? Right, so hey, you remember that oxtail, right? That just be coming off the bone, all soft, man. I love oxtail. Right, so they was slaying oxen, right, Rick?
And fat cattle.
Fat cattle, beef, like a sirloin steak. Right? How about a ribeye? What's your favorite kind of steak? You said the ribeye? You said the ribeye. How about you? Same thing? Yeah, filet mignon. You see that steak. So they had filet mignon. They had, you know, the T-bone right here. One of them might have had, you know, they was doing their thing. Right, Rick?
And sheep in abundance.
Sheep in abundance. A baby sheep is a lamb. Y'all like lamb chops? So they was eating lamb too, man. Right, Rick?
And have called all the king's sons.
And they had the king's sons in this joint. Right, so this is a royal meal they eat. Right, Rick?
And the captains of the host.
Right, they had all the captains of the army there. Right, Rick?
And the Abiathar the priest.
Right.
And behold, they eat and drink before him.
So they was eating and drinking wine. They was eating oxen, cattle, like getting it in with the lamb. Now, one thing we didn't read about though, what was one animal that they wasn't eating that was there? Pig. They wasn't eating the pig. It's a reason they wasn't eating the pig though. We gonna show y'all real quick. Get Deuteronomy 14 and 3. But we gonna show y'all why our forefathers didn't indulge with eating pig. Right? Check this out. Bring it up.
This Deuteronomy chapter 14 and verse 3. Thou shalt not. Verse 4. These are the beasts which ye shall eat, the ox, the sheep, and the goat.
So we can eat ox, sheep, goat. These are things we can't indulge in. Like we just read, they was eating that stuff, right?
The hart and the roebuck.
Like these are different types of deer, right? You can eat deer as well, right, Rick?
And the fallow deer, and the wild goat, and the pygar.
Right, that pygar, that's a Hebrew word, daishan, right? It's basically like a bison, like a buffalo, right, Rick?
And the wild ox, and the camois, and every beast that parteth the hoof.
Right, they part the hoof, right? It splits the hoof, right, Rick?
And cleaveth the cleft into two claws.
Right, it becomes two claws, right? Like it splits. They got the two toes, right, Rick?
And cheweth the cud.
You do what?
And cheweth the cud.
And it chews the cud. Now, a pig parts the hoof, it's divided, but it doesn't chew the cud. Chewing the cud is going into a process that's called rumination, right? You ever heard like a cow got 4 stomachs? So do a deer. So do a sheep, right? They all got so-called 4 compartments in their stomach, and it properly digests and properly eats its food. Whereas a pig is a monogastric. Mono meaning one, gastric meaning stomach. So they have one stomach. They digest food like we do. Y'all ever heard of the pig toilet? We're gonna show y'all. Let's get into some history. Let's show y'all the pig toilet. Right? If you eat pork after this, I don't know what to tell you, man. Right? Because I mean, this is disgusting. Right? Check this out. My brother there already.
This pig toilet is a simple type of dry toilet.
Right? It's a dry toilet. Right? No water was in that thing. Right? Check this out.
Consisting of an outhouse mounted over a pigsty.
So you had the toilet mounted over a pigsty, right, Rick?
With a chute or a hole connecting the two.
Right.
The pigs consume the feces.
What did they do?
Consume the feces.
Pigs would eat the feces, Rick,
of the users of the toilet as well as other food.
Right, so they would consume the feces and the pigs would clean that thing up. That's the purpose of a pig. It's to clean the earth. Right? Like if you had a farm, you just put the pig out there. And the pig go eat all the goat poop and clean it up for you. That's their actual purpose on the earth. Right? You even got an account in Luke 15 where the man, he actually sold himself as a servant. And he sent them out to feed the swine. Because that's a servant's job. It's like taking out the trash. Right? So our forefathers didn't indulge with pork because first of all, the Lord told us not to. Second of all, even science and a white man will tell you it's not healthy. Look up ruminant animals. They're way more healthy for our body. A pig is not healthy for our body. That's one of the top causes, or the top causes of death in the black community is heart disease. Then you got high blood pressure, all these things. Wouldn't that change drastically if we start keeping a commandment and not eating pork? That would change our life if we changed our diet. How about seafood? Y'all like seafood? Y'all like, you like seafood? What you like to eat? Like shrimp, a little bit of lobster, crab. All right, let's see about the crab, right? Let's jump down to verse verse 9.
Out of Deuteronomy, the 14th chapter. These ye shall eat of all that are in the water.
So we can't eat seafood. The Lord telling us what we can't eat that come out the water, right, Rick?
All that have fins and scales shall ye eat.
He said all that have fins and scales, and you can eat that, right? Like salmon, perch, whiting, trout, bass, all these different fish you can eat, right, Rick?
And whatsoever have not fins and scales, ye may not eat.
If it don't got fins and scales, guess what? You can't eat it. The same way a crab or a pork is the garbage disposal of the earth, guess what filters and cleans the ocean? Crab, shrimp, lobster, catfish, all the bottom feeders. They actually clean the water. Y'all ever seen, what's that, Finding Nemo? Y'all remember the shrimp on there? What was he doing? He trying to clean everything? He had that OCD. He had that because that's how shrimps are. Those movies, they play on a lot of the actual characteristics of the animal, and that's how the shrimp is. They want to clean everything in the water. All the feces, all the poop. It's actually a video we can pull up where it's actually a crab eating a dead rat, right? Yeah, I mean, and then you eat it right on up, right? So we can't eat that stuff. We used to eat shrimp, crab, lobster, and pork, but do we eat pork anymore? No. Who eat pork anymore? Wait, who used to eat pork? Raise their hand. Who all used to eat pork? Right? Who eats pork now? So look at all these people that just changed their life. So we believe in you. We believe in you that y'all can change as well. Like what's your name, brother? Deshaun? You said Deshaun? What's your name? Tierra? Deshaun and Tierra. Y'all gotta write them names down because we gonna pray for them, man. Clap it, we gonna pray for Deshaun and Tierra. Right? And we gonna pray that they get the strength to start keeping this dietary law. No more pork. No more shrimp, crab, and lot. Because we want y'all to win. We out here for y'all. We love y'all. So we gonna pray for y'all that y'all get the strength not to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster or pork no more, alright? We believe in y'all, right? Bring it up.
Just a quick point. You know what they compare the shrimp, crab, and lobster to? They compare it to a cockroach. That's the shrimp. Yeah, the crab is a spider. The lobster is a scorpion. So it's just an underwater roach, an underwater spider, and an underwater scorpion. If you're not gonna eat it on the land, don't eat it if it's in the water.
Exactly. We want to show y'all something real quick. Check this video out. You can step up, Sean. Right? You know, the Lord said, you know, you gotta prove all things. Right? So we're not lying to y'all.
I don't want to see that.
Hey, you know, that's what they eat. You know, we gotta, you know, it's a video of a pig eating a dead dog. Hey, that's what they eat. They eat people. Yeah, they eat people. Yeah, the Italian mob, they own pigsties and they got rid of bodies in the pig. So I mean, why would we consume an animal that's so, I mean, abominable? Like in 2 Peter chapter 2 and 22. Like a pig is like an abominable animal. It really is, man. Check this out.
This 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 22. But it is happened unto them according to the true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again.
Dogs, you know, they eat their own throat. Right, that's what dogs do. They simple beasts. Like, keep reading.
And the soul that was washed to her wallowing in the mire.
Right, soul is another word for a pig. When you wash a pig, it's gonna go right back and wallow in the mud again, in the mire. Right, so I mean, so why we eat this kind of animal? Let's just look at a pig and just look at its nature. Just dirty and big and just look nasty. It don't look like an edible creature. Would you eat horse meat? So why would you eat pig meat? It's literally the same thing. If we was to go back in time and talk to Judah or Benjamin or one of the mighty Mary or Christ, he'd be like, hey man, you know, I want a pork chop. They're like, what the hell? Ugh. Like, that's nasty as hell. It's like me saying I'm finna go eat this horse meat. It's the same thing. They both unclean animals. So we gotta, you know, come out of that and start keeping these commandments, all right? Y'all understand that? Or y'all got any questions? Or give me 3 things y'all learned. We gonna keep putting the quiz in there. We go up the ante. Let's get 5 things. We go up the ante. Right? Give us 5 things y'all learned. Right? We go up the ante a little bit. Right? Name some stuff you done learn, big bro. Pigs are unclean animals. So you go eat some more pork. You go gobble some bacon up. What about a baconator? It's cheap though, man. It's cheap, it's good, right? Right, the 4 for 4, right? You ain't dealing with it?
That's why it's cheap. It's trash.
Yeah, it's cheap because it's trash. All praises, exactly. And they want you to sin too, sister. They want you to sin so they can stay on top. Because ultimately, we in this predicament, like you said, we put ourselves in this predicament because we sin. Right? Give us something else y'all learn. Pig is trash, and I just gave y'all one. We put ourselves in this predicament. So I got 3 more. We put ourselves in this situation. Pork is trash and unclean according to God. What else? Ox, right? Our original diet is like ox, sheep, you know what I mean, cattle. Good stuff, man. You know, there's eating steak and hamburgers and lamb chops, you know, oxtail, that good meat, you know what I mean? Yeah. But keep going. You know, beef is straight, but this beef, you kind of, you know, that's another story. But go ahead. They ate chicken, you know, turkey, you can eat that stuff too. But what else? Right, fins and scales, correct. Clap it up for the brother and sister. That's Mike. How about our identity? Who are we? Are we black? We Jews. Jews and Israelites. All praise to the Most High. That's the main thing. So we Jews and Israelites, and our culture is in the Bible. We used to have a dress code too. Right? We actually got a dress code in the Bible. Right? Y'all wonder what the dress code was? We're gonna show y'all something. Get Leviticus 16 and 4. Code. Cause y'all learning y'all culture. Y'all never heard this. This is actually who we are. Everybody want to know about our culture, who we used to be, how we used to dress, what we used to eat. Y'all learn what we used to eat. Now I want to show y'all how we used to dress. Bring it up.
It's Leviticus chapter 16 and verse 4. He shall put on the holy linen coat, and he shall have the linen breeches.
Right, so our priests will have a holy coat on, linen coat, and they will have breeches on, like pants. That's what the men wore. The men wore breeches and pants, right? And we gonna show y'all what the women wore. Bring this up.
It's the book of Deuteronomy. It's the book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. And it reads, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
So what's a woman's garment? A dress. The Lord said men can't wear that, but what that first part say? That women can't wear pants. What all the sisters got on over there? Skirts and dresses. That's what our women's supposed to wear. Skirts and dresses. Why you think a pants got a zipper in the front? That's for us to, you know, urinate. That's what it's for. When you look at a bathroom, which bathroom you going to? The one with the skirt or the one with the pants? The one with the pants. I mean, the one with the skirt. Even when you look back in the day, our great-grandmothers, did they ever wear pants? They always wore skirts and dresses. That's a new thing in the earth. Now, guess who y'all think brought that into the earth? What people? So-called white people. That's, I mean, it was a white woman, I forgot her first name, but her last name was Bloomer. That's where you get bloomers from. Right, so that was something new in the earth under the women's liberation movement, where they started wearing pants. That's new in the earth. Look at Martin Luther King and all. They had their suits on, their women had their little skirts and dresses on. So our people got to come back to that culture. That's the so-called white man's program. And they programmed our sisters to think, I'm free because I'm half damn naked. That doesn't make you free. What's free about being ass naked and random dudes walk up, smack you on the ass, and they want to just have sex with you and leave? What's free about it? What's free about sleeping from man to man to man to man to man? What's free about it? It's actually an abomination and a goddamn shame, huh? And an embarrassment. That's why they look at us, shake our head, and laugh at us. Like, look at these ethnic niggas, man, twerking, with their pants hanging off their ass, with a blunt in their ear, man. Look at these fools. That's how they feel about us. Right, so we gotta get out of that, huh? Right, the brother wanna read something, bring it up.
This says, women's pants have been worn throughout history, but their acceptance has varied over time. Around 1851, Elizabeth Smith Miller created an early version of women's pants called bloomers.
See that's where the bloomers came from, in the 1800s. And it got, like I said, the acceptance got bigger and bigger. Around like the 1950s, that's when it became rampant in the earth. Because fast forward from the 50s, 40s, 30s, you know, it was wearing the skirts. In the 70s, women had the afro, they had the pants on. You know what I mean? So it started coming into our communities at that time. and it doesn't benefit us in any way. Y'all think we living better back then or worse? I mean, y'all think we living better now than we was back then? When we had all our community, all our families. Once we got integrated with the society, our civilization got worse. Feminists came in, and now the women is against the men against the women. We leaving our children. All hell broke loose, right? So that's what we're up here to teach our people, and we the Israelites and Jews. Y'all got a flyer for them? Get them a flyer, man. Y'all got any questions? I know it look like y'all about ready to go, enjoy y'all day, but Lord willing, y'all, we don't want to overfeed y'all. Lord willing, y'all take that information and let it soak with you, man. We the Jews and Israelites. This is our culture. So Lord willing, y'all go get a Bible, man. Go buy a Bible when the sun set, because it's the Sabbath, right? Go buy a Bible when the sun set and open it up. Read about Adam, Seth, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Christ, Peter. Read about your forefathers, big bro, and learn who you are, man. You understand that, bro? All praise to the Most High, man. We love y'all. We gonna pray for y'all, all right? All right, all praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High. What's going on with you, family? I got a question. What's your religious background, bro?
Christianity.
You say what? Christianity? How long you been in Christianity?
Since before I can even remember.
Right, how about you?
My grandmother is a pastor.
Your grandma a pastor? How about you?
Not as long, but
Not as long? Well, so you like converted to Christianity? Like, what was you before that?
just agnostic.
Just agnostic, all right. So what if you learned, like what made you become Christian? Like what did it for you?
Just reading the Bible and just going to church more.
Reading the Bible, like what you read in the Bible that did it? Like what? Just give me one good verse.
I couldn't tell you. It's recent, but mostly it's going to church.
Okay. Can I show you a Bible that got me understanding like the Bible is a great book? Let me read Isaiah 14:1 for y'all, all right? We're going to show y'all something in the Bible. When I heard this, I said, wow, this in the Bible? This is crazy. I got excited when I heard this verse. Right. I'm going to let y'all in on the secret. This is one of my favorite verses in the Bible, if not my favorite. So I'm actually reading, all right? Check this out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 1.
Y'all familiar with the Bible? It's like a book of prophecy, right? So this is a prophecy that didn't happen yet. So this is something that we actually waiting to happen. This hasn't happened yet, but it's something, it's the gospel, it's the good news, you know what I mean? Check this out.
For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob.
The Lord said, I'm going to have mercy on Jacob, right? The Israelites, y'all familiar with Israel? Jacob, name was changed to Israel. Right, so the Lord said, I'm going to have mercy on Jacob. Because, I mean, just to spoil it, Israel, he's a so-called black man, right? That'd be our forefather, right? When you read the Bible, the Israelites went to slavery on ships. There's different curses that fit the Israelites. So this is talking about what's going to happen for us, the Israelites. So that's why this verse excited me. So the Lord said He's going to have mercy on us, right? Read.
And will yet choose Israel.
At the end of the day, I'm going to choose Israel, man. That's what it's going to be. That's what it is. He never cast away His people. Paul said that in Romans, right? You a Christian, you understand Paul's letters. Like Paul said, hey, I'm going to never cast away my people. I'm an Israelite, right? Read.
And the strangers, and set them in their own land.
Hey, I'm going to set them in their own land. Because right now, the Israelites and Jews, y'all, I mean, if you've been in Christianity long, I don't know if you know this, but the Israelites, they curse and they scattered abroad. They not in their actual land, the actual Jews, right? So the Lord is saying, look, I'm going to set them in their own land, though. I'm going to do that for the Israelites, right? Read.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
The strangers go be with them. Right, that's the kingdom right there. Wouldn't y'all agree that's the kingdom? The strangers and Israel all together. Right, that's the kingdom, right? We all together in the kingdom, right? We're going to keep reading.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. They is the strangers. They go cleave to Jacob, right? Read.
And the people shall take them.
Right. The Israelites, they go take them, right?
And bring them to their place.
Bring them to Jerusalem, right? The strangers, right? Read.
And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord.
So the house of Israel, they go possess the strangers. Like, another word for possess, a synonym. What's a synonym for like possessing something? You say what? Take hold of, or like own it. You know what I mean? Like you possess those glasses. You took hold of those glasses. So he's going to own the strangers. Jacob, right? Read.
for servants and handmaids.
So he go own them as servants in the house of the Lord, right, Reed?
And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were.
So he go take them captive, whose captives they were. Because the Israelites was captive under all the other nations, right? They was in captivity under the Romans, under the Greeks, under the Persians, right? Under different Africans, like the Babylonians, the Philistines, right, Reed?
And they shall rule over their oppressors.
They gonna rule over their oppressors. Now, how y'all feel about that verse? Right, the Israelites taking nations to slavery and ruling over. That's a powerful verse, ain't it? So, like, have you ever heard that before? You haven't? But that's a powerful verse. Now, I mentioned earlier that we the Israelites. I'm gonna prove it with one verse. Get Deuteronomy 28:68. Right, this is a prophecy that will happen to the Israelites. This is why that's one of my favorite verses. Because I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna let y'all in on another secret. I think getting that revenge is actually a good thing. Because first of all, it's in the Bible, number one. Number two, it's fair. Right, hold on. We gonna take them captives, who captives they were. Isn't God just? That's what you call a just balance. You go to slavery, so now you get to take people to slavery. That's justice. It may not be white Jesus or God loves everybody, but the Bible is saying what it's saying. It actually said that. We can't refute what Isaiah just said. We all agree we believe in the Bible. My feelings, my opinion doesn't matter versus what Isaiah is saying right there from the Lord. So the Lord said it would happen. It happened. Just like this happened. Right? Check this out. This actually happened to the Israelites. Read this.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Lord said, I'm going to bring you back to Egypt again. Right? You understand the Bible. What was the Hebrew Israelites doing in Egypt? Let my people go. You don't know what they was doing? Right? Get Exodus 5 and 14. We're going to show you one thing they was going through in Egypt. Right? Check this out. In Exodus 5 and 4. This how the Hebrews was. Y'all ever heard the term working like a Hebrew slave? Right? We all heard that. This is where it comes from. Bring this up.
This is the book of Exodus chapter 5 and verse 4.
14. Right?
And the officers of the children of Israel, which Pharaoh's taskmasters had set over them, were beaten.
So they was beating the Israelites. The Pharaoh, right? The Pharaoh servants was beating the Israelites, right?
And demanded, wherefore have ye not fulfilled your task in making brick both yesterday and today, as heretofore?
So they was beating them like, hold on, why you ain't making enough brick? Right? Beating them down like, why you ain't making enough brick today and yesterday? Right? Don't that sound familiar to why you ain't picking enough cotton? Don't that sound familiar? It sound like the same thing. Because they was literally slaves in that land. Right? The same way we were slaves in America. Ain't it a pyramid on the back of the dollar bill? What does the Egyptian symbolism got to do with America? The Bible is telling you, right? Get Revelation 11 and 8. The Bible actually is telling you that, right? Let's read good old Revelation, right? Let's see what Egypt represent or America represents in the Bible. Bring this up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
The great city, right?
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Right. So spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, I mean, it's not figuratively. It's not actually Sodom and Egypt. But it has the same spirit of Sodom and Egypt. What was Sodom and Gomorrah known for? Was it a good place? Sodom and Gomorrah was known for homosexuality. And just all around wicked, heinous fornication. Isn't America known for that? Let's just be honest. We can be honest up here. We ain't gotta be politically correct. Isn't America the first place to push homosexuality? Don't they push, kids having, surgery on themselves to become a woman, and then they kill themselves later because they like, damn, I was 13, I didn't know no better. Don't that happen in America? That's the type of stuff that was happening in Sodom and Egypt. So it's spiritually Egypt, a same place that was known as a place of servitude for the Israelites. Now let's see, real quick, we got one more. So we're going to show y'all how the Israelites ended up in Egypt. Bring this up.
Got a birthday party.
Oh no, the birthday, you can't do birthdays according to the Bible, right? You can't do, I just turned 30 Friday, I didn't even mention it. So we don't deal with birthdays, right? Bring this up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt is servitude, slavery. You see how they was living in Egypt. The Lord said in the future it'll be a spiritual Egypt. This is spiritual Egypt, right? Read.
With ships.
With ships. How did our forefathers come to America? With a ship, with a boat. This is a prophecy, right? That actually happened, right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
The Lord said you're not going to see your homeland anymore, right? So you're going to go to slavery on the ship. You're not going to see your homeland, read.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
And when you get off the ship, you're going to be sold, read.
For bond men and bond women.
Right, you're going to be sold as slave men and slave women, right, read.
And no man shall buy you.
Nobody bought you out that slavery. So that's how we know we the Israelites, because we fit these curses in the Bible. That makes sense? The Israelites went to slavery on ships. That happened to us, so we got to be the Israelites. Those same Israelites, the Lord said they're going to take them captives who captives they were. And y'all say that's kind of deep, but it's in the Bible. It is what it is. So that should be good news for y'all to understand. Wait, this Bible is for us, and it's actually a recompense, and it's a righteous judgment set forth for when Christ come back. Because I don't know if the picture right here, y'all know that's not how Christ looked. Y'all know that already, right? Right. So if Christ, he was a so-called black man, but he was a Jew. So how did Jews become white? Right? We never put that together, did we? We never put two and two together. Math ain't math. But you got to be, honest. 1 + 1 is 2. You know what I mean? So Christ is a dark-skinned man, and he was an Israelite and a Jew. That will make us the Israelites and Jews, especially since they went to slavery on ships. We got one more we gonna leave y'all with. Bring it up.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty.
So I know your works, tribulation and poverty. He talking to the real Jews. Is the Jewish man in poverty? Is he in poverty? And the Jewish man over in Israel? You don't know about the Jewish man? Right? The Jewish man, he owns everything. All entertainment. He's literally rich. The richest people in the world are Jews. Right, Red?
But thou art rich.
He talking to the real Jews saying y'all in poverty. Right? But y'all rich in faith. Because that's how our people all are. That's why I ask people, what's your religious background? It goes to Christian, Muslim, I'm spiritual, Hindu. They gonna say something because we always got a spiritual connection to the Lord somehow. Right, Reed?
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
I know the lie of them that say they are Jews, Reed.
And are not.
They're not the Jews, but are what?
But are the synagogue of Satan.
So I know the lie of them that say they Jews, but they not the Jews. They're actually the devil. They the synagogue of Satan. So that's what we're gonna leave y'all with. Are y'all Israelites? Y'all gotta repent and keep the commandments and understand this Bible is actually for us. And the Lord gave us a good judgment. That's Isaiah 14:1. It's one of my favorite verses. You can write this one down, Joel 2:27. Go read that one.
What is it?
Joel, Joel 2.
Wait. I'm talking too quick.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Joel 2:27.
Okay.
That's another one of my favorite verses. Right, and then you got one about Christ, Acts 5, verse 30 down to 31. Right, that's showing you that Christ actually only was crucified for the Israelites. That's actually in the Bible. He wasn't crucified for the whole world, contrary to Christianity or popular belief. Because Christianity, sister, no disrespect, it was beat into us by the white man. So we can't follow something that our oppressors gave to us, right? I mean, it's just not. That's not the wisest thing to do, especially when they gave us this image and we read the Bible and it's clearly he got an afro and he dark skinned. So we got to actually open the Bible for ourselves and get a little, like you say, you just got into it. You got to say to hell with church. I'm gonna just be blunt and actually read it for yourself. You know what I mean? Open this up and read it for yourself. So we got a flyer for y'all. We got a flyer for them. You got a flyer for them?
Is it that sheet of paper?
Yeah. So that flyer, yep. Follow the IG, man. You got some questions, whatever. That's the YouTube. Just hit us up, man. All right, we love y'all. All right, we love y'all, man. We love y'all. All right. I'll praise to the Most High, bro. All right. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. Kwam Yashala. About to pass it to the next mighty dynamic speaker through the Spirit. God.